I froze in the doorway, a bag of eggs in one hand, my wife's favorite almond milk in the other. Her voice cut through the kitchen, smug and sharp, echoing from the phone on speaker. "I told you, my gullible husband will never suspect we're lovers," she said, laughing. The man on the other end chuckled. "Let him keep footing the bill for your cocktails and rent, babe. It's a sweet deal." My heart pounded, each beat a hammer against my chest. The eggs slipped from my grip, cracking on the floor. Gullible? I'd been nothing but devoted. That was about to change. First, I severed her lifeline. She was still on the call when her credit card was declined. From the hallway, I watched her confusion mount as her phone pinged with alerts. Another decline, then another, and finally, a notification. Joint account access terminated, fraud protection activated. She called my name, her voice unsteady. I didn't respond. I walked past her, cool as ice, as if she hadn't just torched our life with a single sentence. "What's happening?" she asked, her bravado crumbling. "You tell me," I said. "You're the clever one, right?" Her face drained of color. No quip to save her now, just the dawning weight of consequences. That night, I didn't confront her. I cooked dinner, she didn't touch it. I watched a movie, she paced. When she finally slept, I got to work. I combed through bank statements, unearthing hotel charges, dinners for 2 Airbnb bookings. I recovered deleted texts from our shared cloud, mapped out her business trips over the past 6 months. I knew her lover's name, his job, and crucially his wife. Enter Sarah, the other betrayed spouse, polished mother of 2, a marketing exec oblivious to her husband's double life until I reached out. I sent Sarah an email, no theatrics, just a subject line. Information you should have. Inside were screenshots of their messages, hotel confirmations in her husband's name, and an audio clip of my wife's mocking giggle about my cluelessness. I closed with a simple offer. "If you want to meet in person, we both deserve the truth." She replied within the hour, agreeing to meet the next day. We met at a quiet cafe. Sarah held herself together with the grace of someone used to masking pain. She didn't cry, she interrogated. I answered every question, backing each claim with evidence. When she finished reviewing the last text, she leaned back and said, "He'll wish he never thought I'd stay silent." We shook hands, not out of malice but mutual resolve. Revenge alone is potent. Revenge shared with another wounded soul is precision. While my wife thought I was simmering down, Sarah and I planned. She froze their joint accounts, installed tracking software on his devices, and consulted a divorce attorney discreetly. She canceled the family trip he'd used as a cover for a weekend with my wife. I downloaded months of cloud data, pulled footage from our home security, showing her slipping out at 1:30 a.m., and activated a hidden tracker on her phone. I reclaimed everything she'd bought with my money, the luxury handbags, the leased car, the wellness retreats, that were just alibis. We didn't confront them. We let them squirm, their texts growing frantic. "Did you say something? Why's Sarah acting strange? Something's off." They were right. The ground was shifting beneath them. We chose a Friday for the reckoning. Cheaters thrive on Fridays, ducking out of work early, ignoring calls, packing for weekend plans. This Friday would be their last taste of control. My wife thought she was headed to their usual downtown hotel. She even smirked as she left, saying, "Don't wait up." I didn't. I drove to the restaurant Sarah and I had picked, a chic spot where her husband, Mark, had reserved a table for 2. He walked in, glanced at his phone, then saw Sarah, then me at the same table. He froze. "What is this?" Sarah stood composed. "Sit, Mark. You'll want to hear this before your phone lights up." He didn't budge, so I spoke. "Your affair's done. Your marriage is done. Your job? That's next." Right on cue, his phone erupted with notifications. As we sat, Sarah's email hit its targets. His company's HR, their mutual friends, his family, and 2 key clients. Attached were damning screenshots and audio. At the same moment, my wife arrived at the hotel, expecting romance. Instead, she found an empty room and a packet on the bed. Their texts, bank records, her retreat bookings aligned with Mark's travel. Divorce papers already filed, and a note. "Well done. Everyone knows." She called me 8 times. I didn't pick up. Her texts begged. "Let's talk, I never meant to hurt you." By her eighth plea, she was locked out of our house, her key useless, the doorbell unanswered. I was at Sarah's, toasting not triumph but closure. My wife had called me gullible, a punchline. But jokes only land when they're true, or when you're foolish enough to voice them to the wrong person. The next morning, I left a box at the doorstep of the cheap apartment she'd scrambled to rent after the hotel evicted her. No label, just a plain box. Inside were her stilettos, the ones she wore to walk over me emotionally, the necklace I'd given her on our anniversary, now a hollow trinket, and the burner phone I'd used to monitor their every step, wiped clean. At the bottom, a photo of her and Mark kissing in a parking lot, stapled to the divorce decree, stamped filed, irreconcilable differences. No note, no fury, just the cold weight of reality. She didn't shatter right away. She unraveled slowly. Word spread, Mark fled town jobless. Sarah sold their house and moved on. My ex tried to rebrand, new look, wellness posts, captions about growth. But no one bought it. She'd burned every bridge. Me. I stayed silent. No gloating, no victory posts, no look at me now. The real win is when the person who mocked your trust realizes, too late. You were never blind. Just biding your time. Was this justice, or did it go too far? Share your thoughts below. If you're hooked on stories of betrayal and calculated comeuppance, hit subscribe, like, and share to keep these tales coming. Your support fuels more stories like this one, where every lie casts a shadow, and every betrayal finds its reckoning.